The 49th Infantry Division was an infantry division of the British Army. The division was formed in the Territorial Force on 1 April 1908 as the West Riding Division. The division fought in the Great War in the trenches of the Western Front, in the fields of France and Flanders. During World War II, the division fought in the Norwegian Campaign and in northwestern Europe. After the Second World War it was disbanded in 1946, then reformed in 1947. It remained with the Northern Command until finally disbanded in 1967. First World War. The division was originally raised as the West Riding Division when the Territorial Force was created in 1908. In 1915, during the Great War, it was designated the 49th Division and given the White Rose of York as its insignia. Formation 1914 to 1918. 146th Brigade 1, 5th Battalion, Prince of Wales's Own. 1, 6th Battalion, Prince of Wales's Own. 1, 7th Battalion, Prince of Wales's Own. 1, 8th Battalion, Prince of Wales's Own. 146th Machine Gun Company, Machine Gun Corps. 146th Trench Mortar Battery. 147th Brigade 1, 4th Battalion, Duke of Wellingtons. 1, 5th Battalion, Duke of Wellingtons. 1, 6th Battalion, Duke of Wellingtons. 1, 7th Battalion, Duke of Wellingtons. 147th Machine Gun Company, Machine Gun Corps. 147th Trench Mortar Battery. 148th Brigade 1, 4th Battalion, King's Own. 1, 5th Battalion, King's Own. 1, 4th Battalion, York and Lancaster Regiment. 1, 5th Battalion, York and Lancaster Regiment. 148th Machine Gun Company, Machine Gun Corps. 148th Trench Mortar Battery. Pioneers 1/3 Road Battalion, Monmouthshire Regiment. 19th Battalion, Lancashire Fusiliers. Second World War. During World War II, the 49th Division first saw action beginning on 15 to 17 April 1940 when two of its brigades took part in the short and ill-fated landings in Norway, that were intended to retake the ports of Trondheim and Narvik from the German army. The campaign was a complete disaster and the division withdrew from Norway in May 1940. The division's 146th and 147th Infantry Brigades were thereafter stationed in Iceland and the 148th Infantry Brigade became a training brigade and was no longer a part of the division. As a result, a new divisional insignia, featuring a polar bear standing on an ice floe, was adopted. The idea was from the divisional commander, Major General Evelyn Barker. In 1942, the division was transferred back to the United Kingdom where the 70th Brigade, from the disbanded 23rd Division, was assigned to the 49th Division. Just after D-Day, in June 1944, the 49th Division moved to France as part of 30th Corps. During the fierce fighting in Normandy, the Nazi propaganda broadcaster Lord Haw referred to the division as the Polar Bear Butchers. In October 1944, the 70th Brigade was disbanded due to a shortage of trained infantrymen in the British Army, and the 56th Independent Infantry Brigade was assigned to the division, remaining with it for the rest of the war. During the rest of the war, the division served mainly with the 1st Canadian Army and was variously under the command of 1st Corps, the 2nd Canadian Corps, and the 1st Canadian Corps. The 49th Division's last major contribution to the Second World War was the Second Battle of Arnhem and the fierce battles that led to it. During the course of the war, the division suffered very heavy casualties of 11,000 wounded and missing in action, with around 1,642 killed in action. In late September 1944, the division was awarded its first and only Victoria Cross of the Second World War, belonging to Corporal John William Harper of the Helmshire Battalion, York and Lancaster Regiment. Order of battle. Second World War. The 49th Infantry Division was constituted as follows during the war: 146th Infantry Brigade, 4th Battalion, Lincolnshire Regiment; 1, 4th Battalion, King's Own Yorkshire Light Infantry; Helmshire Battalion, York and Lancaster Regiment; 147th Infantry Brigade, 1, 5th Battalion, West Yorkshire Regiment; 1, 6th Battalion, Duke of Wellington's Regiment; 1, 7th Battalion, Duke of Wellington's Regiment; 147th Infantry Brigade Anti-Tank Company, 11th Battalion, Royal Scots Fusiliers; 1st Battalion, Leicestershire Regiment; 148th Infantry Brigade, 1, 5th Battalion, Leicestershire Regiment; 1, 5th Battalion, Sherwood Foresters; 8th Battalion, Sherwood Foresters; 2nd Battalion, South Wales Borderers; 70th Infantry Brigade, 10th Battalion, Durham Light Infantry; 11th Battalion, Durham Light Infantry; 1st Battalion, Tyneside Scottish; 56th Infantry Brigade, 2nd Battalion, South Wales Borderers; 2nd Battalion, Gloucestershire Regiment; 2nd Battalion, Essex Regiment; 7th Battalion, Royal Welsh Fusiliers; Divisional Troops, 2nd Battalion, Princess Louise's Kensington Regiment; 49th Reconnaissance Regiment, Reconnaissance Corps; 69th Field Regiment, a Royal Artillery; 70th Field Regiment, a Royal Artillery; 71st Field Regiment, a Royal Artillery; 79th Field Regiment, a Royal Artillery; 80th Field Regiment, a Royal Artillery; 143rd Field Regiment, Royal Artillery; 178th Field Regiment, a Royal Artillery; 185th Field Regiment, a Royal Artillery; 74th Field Regiment, a Royal Artillery; 58th Anti-Tank Regiment, a Royal Artillery; 88th Anti-Tank Regiment, a Royal Artillery; 55th Anti-Tank Regiment, a Royal Artillery; 118th Light Anti-Aircraft Regiment, a Royal Artillery; 89th Light Anti-Aircraft Regiment, a Royal Artillery; 228th Field Company, Royal Engineers; 229th Field Company, a Royal Engineers; 230th Field Company, a Royal Engineers; 294th Field Company, Royal Engineers; 756th Field Company, a Royal Engineers; 757th Field Company, a Royal Engineers; 231st Field Park Company, Royal Engineers; 289th Field Park Company, a Royal Engineers; 23rd Bridging Platoon, a Royal Engineers; 49th Divisional Signals Regiment, a Royal Corps of Signals. Post-1945, the division was disbanded in Germany in 1946, but reformed in the Territorial Army in 1947, having been renamed the 49th Armoured Division. It was based in Nottingham, consisting of 8 Armoured Brigade, 146 Infantry Brigade, 147 Lorried Infantry Brigade. Artillery included 269 and 270 Field Regiments Royal Artillery. In 1956, it was renamed the 49th Infantry Division. Its base moved to Leeds, and the 8th Armoured Brigade was removed from its order of battle. Finally, it underwent its last major change in 1961, when it was renamed to the 49th Division, District, and the 147th Infantry Brigade was removed from its composition. The division, district finally disbanded in 1967, becoming simply X-District. The polar bear flash was last worn by 49th Brigade, under Army 2020. 49 Brigade was merged with 7th Armoured Brigade to become 7th Infantry Brigade on 13 February 2015. Commanders: Brigadier General Archibald J. A. Wright, April 1908 – January 1910. Lieutenant General George M. Bullock, January 1910 – September 1911. Major General Thomas S. Baldock, September 1911 – July 1915. Major General Edward M. Perceval, July 1915 – October 1917. Major General Neville J. G. Cameron, October 1917 – June 1919. Major General Henry R. Davies, June 1919 – June 1923. Major General Alfred A. Kennedy, June 1923 – March 1926. Major General Neville J. G. Cameron, June 1926 – June 1930. Major General Sir Reginald S. May, June 1930 – September 1931. Major General George H. N. Jackson, September 1931 – September 1935. Major General George C. Kelly, September 1935 – April 1938. Dates in British form indicating the date they entered the command: Maj. Gen. Pierce J. Maxey, the 3rd of September 1939. Maj. Gen. Harry O. Curtis, the 10th of June 1940. Brig. Neville P. Proctor, the 12th of April 1943. Maj. Gen. Sir Evelyn W. Barker, the 12th of April 1943. Maj. Gen. Sir Gordon H. A. Macmillan, the 30th of November 1944. The 6th of February 1945. Brig. R. H. Senior, the 27th of January 1945, and AMP, the 24th of March 1945. Maj. Gen. Stuart B. Rawlins, the 28th of March 1945, the 27th of April 1945. Brig. Edward N. Cross, the 18th of April 1945. Brig. H. Wood, the 23rd of August 1945. Major General E. Temple L. Gurdon, September 1945 – October 1946. Major General George W. Richards, January 1947 – December 1948. Major General Ronald B. B. Cook, December 1948 – December 1951. Major General Reginald P. Harding, December 1951 – December 1954. Major General Ralph Younger, December 1954 – December 1957. Major General Richard E. Goodwin, December 1957 – July 1960. Memorial. At the site John McCrae just outside Ypres there is a memorial to the 49th Infantry Division. It is located as immediately behind Essex Farm Commonwealth War Graves Commission Cemetery, on top of the canal bank. It is shaped like an obelisk and accessed via a flight of stairs leading up the canal bank from the cemetery. Recipients of the Victoria Cross: Corporal Samuel Meekosha, 1, 6th Battalion, West Yorkshire Regiment, Great War; Corporal George Sanders, 1, 7th Battalion, West Yorkshire Regiment, Great War; Private Arthur Poulter, 1, 4th Battalion, Duke of Wellington's, Great War; Corporal John William Harper, Helmshire Battalion, York and Lancaster, Second World War. Bibliography. Cole, Howick. Formation Badges of World War II. Britain, Commonwealth and Empire. London, Arms and Armour Press. Delaforce, Patrick. The Polar Bears, Monty's Left Flank. From Normandy to the Relief of Holland with the 49th Division. Stroud, Chancellor Press. ISBN 9780753702659. LT Col H. F. Jocelyn, Orders of Battle, United Kingdom and Colonial Formations and Units in the Second World War, 1939–1945, London. H.M. Stationery Office, 1960, Uckfield, Naval and AMP, Military, 2003, ISBN 1-84342-474-6.